I'm John Champion, Jim Begling's next to me, and a warm welcome to La Rosaleda.
Well, thanks, John. Hello, everyone. Well, I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. This could be a real cracker.
He is fouled. He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone for it! And in again!
They've got off to a flying start. That's their third effort on goal already.
He was right in front of goal and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Thwarted by some dogged defending.
A chance! Oh, impressive strike.
Oh, this has been such a positive approach from them in the early part of this game. Everybody is programmed to get forward, and despite a couple of failed attempts, they are the better side.
Barkley.
Looks to thread it through. Chance! And that's been levered clear. Here it is now, surely!
Steered away. Barkley.
Chance!
Oh, good defence there.
Yes. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Now a chance to break. He's gone for it! Just needed better contact.
Oh, you've got to make your mind up quicker than that. He just allowed the defence to get back behind. Just as well the defender was on hand to mop up the loose ball.
He's looking unstoppable here. And that's been intercepted. Goes steaming forward. He's off on a marauding run.
That was travelling.
Such an impressive run for him to create the chance there. The defence needed to do much better in closing that down though, but it's encouraging.
Digne.
Vincent Janssen.
And here's a chance. Gets wrestled off the ball. Could move up a gear here. Can he find a finish now? Too long to get the shot away.
Oh, he was way too tentative there. It was almost like he was too afraid to miss it.
Oh, that is an awful tackle.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone direct. Can he put it away?
Well, it's certainly a very promising start so far, but they've come up against a really solid defence. They're going to need to find just a little more guile and craft.
He's gone direct. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Lucas Paqueta.
Fulkrug. He scores! 1-0, never any doubt. Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution.
Yeah, but once they won the ball back in midfield, they still had a lot to do. They were measured and clinical and made it count.
Trail at this early stage, how will they respond?
Oh, that's how you go about the start to a match. Pace, energy and a real cutting edge. What a good opening.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for it! Hit into the middle.
It's a poor clearance.
Looks to slip it through.
Torres.
Into the channel.
Gaidu Rodriguez. Lucas Paqueta.
Looks to slip it through.
And that's been intercepted.
Now the counter. The ball through's a really good one. Shot could be on.
Oh, that was such a good chance.
Digne.
Barkley.
Digne.
Barkley.
It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Well, it's a little further out than he'd like, so he might just consider his options with this free kick.
Decent hit from there.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to try his luck from so far out, but that was close. I mean, it kept the keeper on his toes.
He put on quite a show there.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
There are a few waiting for it.
In again! It's gone out, but it came off the defender.
There's the delivery.
There just isn't enough movement for them. They're struggling to make a breakthrough.
It's got through. Looking to force his way through. Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, he just gave the defence too much time to regroup. In the end, he was forced into rushing it. Well, I thought he was onside, but the decision is for the referee's assistant.
Lupkin. Cass.
Played into the middle. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
I thought he showed real drive to get there and have a crack. Can't fault him for effort or commitment then.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
I think what we're looking at here is just a very special talent. someone who can decide the outcome of a match on his own.
Driving on now, what can they conjure from here?
And that's been intercepted.
In comes the cross.
Lipton.
Shapes to shoot. And he's there to make a great save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Pulling the strings from out wide.
His awareness was found wanting there. The whole stadium could see that the way to go was wide.
Shoots! And collective relief.
Oh, that was an admirable piece of work. You know, although he hasn't scored, it was good pressing and more than a decent try at goal.
The manager looking to make 2 changes here.
Yeah, and it's a fairly obvious change to make at this stage, and he'll be watching the rest of the game from the bench.
Delivers the ball. Danger averted for now. Oh, they can break here. Tries a through ball. Could be a chance here. And he'll shoot here. It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it will happen.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, defensively, they thought they had him where they wanted him, but he's forever on his toes, and he showed terrific movement to manufacture some space and score.
Grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, we thought that this one would be close between 2 strong sides like this, and I think that just goes to prove it.
Plays it through. Now a chance to break.
Cass.
Swings in across.
Callum Wilson.
In comes the cross.
Barkley.
Brings it forward. Brings it forward. Passes it through. It's come through. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
In comes the cross.
Callum Wilson.
Well, they will not want a repeat of that. He's gone for the shot. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Well, technically, that was a beautifully struck shot from...
He's up, and it's in! Surely that has won it! A massive strike at the very last! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
And there was very little on, but I think he's done so well to score from such a tight angle.
Now there's an inspired substitution, if ever there was one.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Go ahead, 1 goal to the good.
Oh, this fella's Mr. Reliable. Whenever you need to find a goal from somewhere, he delivers. What a top man.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
Barkley.
chance! Oh, good interception.
Well, if they're going to trouble this opposition, then every single player has to contribute more. Their passing needs a serious lift.
A chance! Has a swing at it! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
That's great individual skill he showed in setting himself up for the shot. He was almost rewarded for it handsomely too.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Cass.
Oh, surely!
That was good defending, but they need to keep it up now. It's a corner.
There's the ball in. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Passes it through.
Lucas Paqueta.
This is promising. That's a fine save.
And that wasn't exactly a routine save. He still had an awful lot to do to keep that out. Superb.
Tries a through ball. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him.
But just how wasteful was that?
Barkley.
Looks to thread it through. Whistle's gone, just offside. Goes steaming forward. Here's the ball in. Oh, just needed a better contact.
And that was lovely wing play. There's nothing wrong with the supply, but the finish was sadly lacking.
Looks to slip it through. And he's cut it out.
Here's Manuel Fernandes.
Cass. Lucas Paqueta.
Looks to slip it through.
And Manuel Fernandes.
Shot could be on. It's bounced back off the post. Now a chance to break. Into the channel. Shoots! Keeper's got his work done. Could move up a gear here. This is promising. He's having a go. He's steaming forward. Plays it through, positions himself well and cuts it out. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Wan-Bissaka.
Well, they can break here. It's a good ball and he could be in. Tries a through ball. It's got through to him.
Oh, surely that deserved better. Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
Into the channel. He's onside. Swings in across. Looking. Here's the chance to cross. Could be a chance here.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Well, it was commitment that nearly earned him a goal there. Once he won the ball, he was always going to try his luck.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
That was travelling.
Well, he was in such a great position in front of goal, and you'd expect him to score from there, but somehow he's missed it.
Cuts it out.
Barkley.
Lucas Paqueta.
It's a loose ball. That's surely a foul, free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He's gone for it! And that's been intercepted. Decent hit! And there is the half-time whistle.
I just think they've knocked the ball about really well, and, you know, made the opposition chase it all over the pitch, but importantly, they've got that lead.
Head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Cuts it out. Here it is now, surely. Shapes, sticks it away. And with that goal comes comfort. Julie reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, he knows that he doesn't have to drift into wider areas too much, and if he doesn't, his chances of a goal increase. Just seen the proof.
Oh, chance here! No mistake! And the second half is off to a flyer! Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Well positioned to make that interception. Out of play for a throw. Chance! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have caught them by surprise, but it was always going to take something pretty special to score from there. And look,
that's one way to make your presence felt.
He's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
Cass. Concedes a free kick for that. He'll fancy himself from here. Going for goal! Oh, what a goal! Oh, that is a gem! They've done it again! It is incredible!
You know, we may be looking at another classic here. I'm not going to guess what's going to happen next, but that is great togetherness and resolve.
There was just going to be no denying him.
You know, just looking at that, I think the defence was caught by surprise then. They had no idea he was going to go for goal then.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be...
Can he find a finish? Yes, he can! And they get themselves in front! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's when it becomes the loneliest place in the world for a goalkeeper, when you mess up for your team and there's nowhere to hide.
Go into the lead. Hits one!
They're in again!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, look, I just think he didn't get the connection he was hoping for. Nearly perfect technically, but not quite on the mark.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
Barkley.
Now the counter. Can he find a finish now? He's onto it, and it's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, this is a real show of character. Rather than let their heads drop, they've stood proud and fought hard. Brilliant.
A fine goal, a real delight to watch.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
He's thrust his way through. Here it is now, surely. Oh, how good is he? All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Well, that always looked the likely outcome. Go ahead, one goal to the good.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Vincent Janssen.
Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. McKin. No, that's been intercepted.
Callum Wilson.
Whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Shot could be on.
That'll be the keepers.
Digne. Brings it forward. Looks to slip it through.
Vincent Janssen.
He's steaming forward.
Barkley.
Cass.
Here's Manuel Fernandez.
Gaidu Rodriguez.
Whistle's gone. Just offside. McKin. Cass. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He's gone for it! Decent hit from there.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to try his luck from so far out, but that was close. I mean, it kept the keeper on his toes.
Here's a strike.
Now a chance to break. And he's cut it out.
Snuffed out by the defence.
Whistle goes, he's been given offside.
Manuel Fernandez on the ball. Holds onto the ball.
Could move up a gear here. Looking. Looks to thread it through. Has a hit! And he gobbles up the chance! Take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in. Versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Well, although the keeper looked an imposing figure then, he remained totally unfazed and took the chance with great ease.
He's made it 3, quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Well, 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they've opened a nice gap at this stage, but there's nothing to stop them from trying to widen it a little further.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. He hits it! And that has flown over.
Well, the defender was stuck to him like glue, but he got his effort away. It wasn't quite enough, though.
Brings it forward. Looking.
Barkley.
Could be a chance here.
Barkley.
Chance! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, the last line of defence came to the rescue when the lines in front weren't looking too clever. Good stop.
Now a chance to break. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Barkley.
Looking. And he's cut it out. Digne.
Barkley.
Is there, and he can get that clear. This is promising. Can he find a finish now?
And he tries again.
Chance! And he'll shoot here.
Unbelievable.
There it is! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Look, that was a truly magical moment, and it was a privilege to sit here and witness it.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. That's not going to make it.
Lucas Paqueta.
It's got through. In it goes! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. Give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
Vincent Janssen.
Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, he got himself into a great position.
That was such a good effort, despite the attention of his marker. I thought he did really well there.
It's come through.
If the support had come quicker, that wouldn't have broken down.
Yes. Ball's gone out of play. Looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Callum Wilson. Vincent Janssen.
A chance! He's onto it, and it's in!
That certainly made things
Well, they can't
interesting.
teach you that. That just comes down to natural ability. That is absolutely sensational.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome. He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Cuts it out. Chance!
And Manuel Fernandez.
In comes the cross. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Tielemans. It's got through to him.
Here's Manuel Fernandez.
Whistle's gone, that for offside? Yes, it is. Ball is with Jorginho. He's got the ball, he's got the space. And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Now the counter. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Lucas Paqueta. Lorente.
That's a throw.
Lorente.
Torres. Plays it through. And he's cut it out. Looking to shoot! Oh, he's managed to miss it. Here is Jorginho. Digne.
And the ball goes out of play again.
Needed a better pass there. Has it in a wide position, so what next? He's steaming forward.
Lucas Paqueta.
He's set up one goal so far. Oh, what a lovely delivery, it deserved better.
Oh, such a good ball to get him through. Showed real vision and awareness then in trying to pick him out.
The ball through's a really good one. Shot a goal! He's put it wide.
I think he's done very well to get into such a good position in front of goal, but he just couldn't put in the telling touch.
That's not going to make it. Digne. Passes it through. This is promising. And he's on his way! Chance to shoot.
Deflected.
No, that's been intercepted.
Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson! Brings it forward. Oh, they can break here. And that's been intercepted. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He's gone for it! Decent hit from there.
Well, technically that was a beautifully struck shot from so far out, and I just thought he was a little unlucky there.
Gaidu Rodriguez.
Digne. Here's the chance to cross.
A corner then.
Here's the ball in. And the shot! They've scored! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
I thought it was a decent move, but a really good finish. He had to work hard to shake off his marker, and he managed it.
Take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Callum Wilson! In it goes! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
And no one could deal with the pass, and a great finish to follow too.
Well, they showed a real understanding linking up for that goal. It's a nightmare for the defence to try to deal with that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Shot could be on. Ball is with Jorginho.
Callum Wilson.
Could be a chance here. And he's cut it out. Looks to slip it through.
Saved by the crossbar.
Digne. Now a chance to break. Looks to slip it through. And that's been intercepted. Here it is now, surely!
Now into the penalty area.
And collective relief. Digne. Plays it through. Oh, he's in! Oh, they can break here. Tielemans tries a through ball. The ball through's a really good... He's onto it, and it's in! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Oh, dispatched with certainty.
Oh, that's a wonderful appreciation for the teammate making the run. This guy could be a quarterback.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, all credit to them for plugging away and refusing to give up. Either one could win this now for me.
We're steaming forward.
Well, the rules of this competition dictate no extra time at this point, so it's penalties.
Well, I think the manager's going to be furious that his players didn't close that game down, and now who knows which way it's going to turn.
Although experience can calm the nerves in a penalty shootout, I'm sure there's always going to be an element of doubt in the players' minds. Oh, the keeper makes the save.
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
And it's been saved.
That's a lovely stop from the keeper. He's done his teammates proud with that one.
Only one outcome, slotted away to the right of the keeper.
You could see he was really nervous taking that one, but he's made it one apiece.
Oh, and he's hit the bar, it's come out!
Oh, he struck it so well, but the woodwork has just denied him.
Far too close to the goalkeeper.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
And it's there. A natural leader showing plenty of composure. The skipper stands up to the challenge. Denied by the crossbar.
I think the keeper's done really well to save that, and he deserves a pat on the back from his teammates.
Calmly, precisely, he puts the ball down. Everyone in the stadium holding their breath. Now this is real pressure. Oh, that's it, marvellous, he's hit the winner. They were put on the spot and they found the answer to every question. There's never a bad way to win a football match. Penalties this time was the chosen method, and their composure carried them through.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout, and they'll be absolutely delighted to have edged it their way.
Well, thanks to Jim.